if you're a Gemini born May 21st to June 20th, what can you expect for the month of July 2017? Let's tune in and find out. So Gemini, you want to be careful. Be careful of what you ask for these first couple of weeks, out of anger or out of resentment, out of frustration, because that person can actually give it to you. So you may say, you may quit your job unexpectedly. You may quit a relationship unexpectedly. You may do things for the wrong reason, Gemini, and then live to regret it. So you want to be really careful who's speaking, right? That it's not your reaction to something, that it's not your frustration that's talking. What's going on in the universe is we just had a new moon in Cancer, June 23rd, and that new moon energy of Cancer is kind of overriding everybody. And that means the positive and the negative side of Cancer is influencing us. And the positive we never have problem with, right? So the positive is we have more empathy, we have more compassion, we love people. But with the sensitive side of Cancers, we become more fear-based, we become more anxious, we become more afraid, and we become more suspicious. We also become more mean. On the underbelly of Cancers, or they can just be mean. So all of a sudden, we all sort of are colored with this Cancer energy. And Geminis, for you, you can, very easy for you to flip-flop. You may find yourself slipping right into that negative side of Cancer and finding yourself being mean or saying things that maybe you've kept to yourself or have kept in check, and now they're out there. And now people are hypersensitive, so they're going to take you up on it. They're going to say, fine, get the hell out. Or they're going to say, yeah, you're done, you're fired, right? So be careful of the way you interact with people these first couple of weeks. Be gentle, less is more. Listen to what's going on around you. Survey the room, survey somebody, notice how they're feeling before you engage with them. Just keep it on the down low, right? Now, conversely, because there's such a short cause and effect here that's happening, we can plant good seeds and really positive things can happen really fast. So Geminis, you can make so much money this month. You can do so much in business. You can really, you can save a lot of money. There's this big energy with you being a manifestor, being able to go really, really super fast and get right to the top and have dreams and wishes come true. So there's no problem at all for you to make things happen really quickly in a positive if you want to. Now, there's a full moon in Capricorn around July 8th and 9th, depending on where you are in the world. That will be a little tricky to navigate. For you, you're also sensitive, Geminis, in that you can see other people. Just don't get hooked by the Capricorn energy, which is kind of like do it my way or the highway. That's where you might go, that might hook you, and where you go, fine, I'm done, I'm over, right? So just be careful that you don't get caught in that energy, in that battle zone of locking horns or hitting heads. Just write it out. If you don't trust yourself, call in sick, right? So do what you need to do so that you can get through those couple of days. Now, for those of you that are interested in romance, let's look at couple Geminis and see what this month has in store for you. Okay, so this is where again, Gemini, communication may be challenged with your partner. They may see you as condescending or putting them down or egotistical. So you want to be careful with speaking in absolutes or being really stubborn because there's some real stubborn energy, like I said, available the first 2 weeks here. And if you exhibit that, you're going to have a hard time with your partner. So to accommodate, what you want to do is just be willing to be wrong. Being willing to kind of jump back and forth and let go of a position that you're holding. It's going to give your partner room to kind of just mull over what you're saying, and they're not going to feel beat up by you. So, say something once, don't harp on it, don't lecture on it. Be gentle with your words, and then you're going to find that your partner is going to respond. And and notice the timing. And remember, everything, because it's under the Cancerian energy, less is more, or it can feel like a sledgehammer, right? You're saying one thing, but to them it feels like a sledgehammer. So just be careful with your energy and the words that you use. And then the relationship will have more buoyancy. Now you're going to see the new moon in Leo on July 23rd is going to bring a lot more energy back into your romance, into fun. You're going to find maybe it's more idyllic. You may even find that, that these first couple of weeks are a lot of challenges in your relationship, and you may find that you recognize some things that you need to do better or that you want to change. Some of you may actually be getting engaged at the end of July. Some of you may move in together. Some of you may be making life decisions about what's important for you or important for your family. There may be a new move in your future. So just know that this information you're gonna have a lot of clarity at the end of the month about what you really want and what's in your heart. Having said that, some of you will also see that this relationship's not healthy for you. It's not moving in the right direction. It's not what you want long term, and you might find yourself leaving the relationship. Now, if you're somebody who has that mindset, it's because you're already questioning it. It's because there's a part of you that already knows this relationship's not really good for me. This relationship is really not supporting me, or that it takes me down instead of builds me up, right? So if you're of that mindset, you're going to see windows and support systems available to help you move out of this relationship in the right way, not in a reactive way, so that you're free to go and that you're free to meet somebody else. Okay, so let's look at your money for Geminis. Okay, as I was saying, there's a lot of opportunity for you to make a lot of money this month, Gemini. All you have to do is focus, and I just see every positive seed you plant, there's success. You guys have so much, more than any other sign that I've read this month, so much opportunity to make money this month. It's crazy. Now, here's the thing about cause and effect. If you try and make it illegally, you're likely to get caught, because cause and effect happens really quickly there as well. So you want to stay on the straight and narrow path. You want to do things right, and it will manifest quickly, and it will manifest right. If you manifest wrong, you're manifesting the negative wrong too. So if you do something, if you're doing something illegal, you're likely to get caught as well in that. Okay, so let's look about health for Geminis. Indigestion issues, sensitivities in the pancreas, sugars, there's some things in this life, in where you're at in your life right now, that aren't sweet. And so your pancreas may be strained, trying to squeeze out the sweetness of life. So there's things that cause your stress, there's things that you're worrying over, there's things that are creating anxiety. It could be your own behaviors, it could be your own addictions. It could addictions coming up. It could be like one of your a child that you're dealing with that has addiction. It could be your partner that has addiction. But addiction is coming up as something that needs to be addressed, managed. And you're going to have, also now my liver is hurting, you're also going to have ample opportunity to help you. So in other words, now here's the thing what the universe does. It gives you signs along the way to take advantage and to help yourself. And what happens is, because the universe loves us, if we miss those opportunities, they're called merciful opportunities. They're called small wake-up calls. Right? Where there's nothing really bad that happens to you, but it's like, whoa, that was scary, I dodged a bullet, right? And then if we don't listen, judgments start to come in, right? DUIs, car accidents, jail time, all these horrible things, loss of job, loss of income, divorce, loss of relationship, loss of life, loss of function. So if you're dealing with addiction, or somebody else is dealing with addiction around you, there are going to be signs this month for you to get help. And at the end of the month, by new moon in Leo, there's going to be big manifestations. So depending on which side of the coin you're on, this is either great help, great support, or it's going to be for some of you, maybe some judgment around you, judgment around a family member, because that's the universe's way of getting a wake-up call, right? So you want to pay attention. You want to make sure that you're on the right end of this energy so that you can take care of yourself. If you're somebody who's an addict, consider this already like a warning for you that you heard this, right? There's no accidents, that you listened and you heard this. So now you want to keep looking at your universe and looking for what's the right and perfect path for me to take care of this. And the resolution and the solutions are there to help you. And all you have to do is pick up the phone and ask. Remember, cause and effect really fast. If you don't listen to this, then you have the other side of the coin that are at some point going to have to deal with. And they're showing me that this is the month you're going to end up dealing with it, because Cancer it's that energy. It's that it can be mean and it can be fast. Okay. All right. So let's look at if there's any good surprises or anything happening for Geminis this month. Yeah. Well, the surprise is how fast things can get sweet and good for you. As bad as they can be negative is as fast as you can turn them around. So what a great ending note to know that no matter what your life has been up to this point, it can get really sweet, really good, really fast. All you have to do is help yourself. All right, Geminis, have a terrific month. Lots of love to you all. If you like my intuitive astrology, please click like. Feel free to drop me a note at the end and share with your friends. And I look forward to connecting with you again next month.